My name is Parker Patterson. I'll be demonstrating warm-up and cool-down routine for baseball athletes in order to improve mobility, loosen the muscles that you're going to be using, reduce injury, and prepare you for the athletic movement. The first warm-up that I want to go over is the simple leg swings. Now for this warm-up, you want to find a wall or something sturdy of some sort. You know, I typically use a wall, so we'll actually go over here to this wall. And you simply want to just put your hands on the wall, feet about shoulder width apart. And while you're doing this, you want to slightly bend over, start with one of your legs, and simply start out, swing side to side, just like this. When you're done, switch legs, swing side to side. A lot of the common issues that we see when people do this exercise, or this warm-up, is they'll get up here and they'll just they'll swing it either really fast like that, or they'll do it a little bit too slow, something like that. And you want to make sure that you have nice, slow, fluid movement at a nice, comfortable pace so you actually get the stretch on this side of the hip. The second warm-up that I want to go over is the lunges with the overhead reach. So you need to find a space that you can lunge forward. I'm not going to lunge this way into the table. You want to find a nice space to stretch out. And this simply just starts with a simple lunge. You start in a regular starting position, reach one leg out. You want to squat down a little bit. Put your arms directly over your head and slightly lean back. What this does is you feel a lot in your back. It's a very good stretch. Then you alternate legs. Do the other one. Arms up and stretch back. Now a lot of common mistakes with this one is people will, a lot of people with especially lunges, they tend to not try or not really care about the stretch. Like they'll just come down, use all their leverage and then, do this. And it's important that you get a proper stretch. Whenever you lunge down, lean forward a little bit, arms up, then back. Just like the leg swings, you want a nice, smooth and fluid motion in order to get the best of the stretch. For the third warm-up, we're going to be doing the dynamic arm circles with the shoulder rolls. Now, when you do this, you want to stand feet shoulder width apart, with your arms extended out, and you want to start by doing slow arm circles and gradually making them bigger and bigger and bigger the more flexible you get. So from a side angle, just like this, feet shoulder width apart, arms out, nice slow arm circles, and then slowly get bigger, bigger, and bigger. And now for the shoulder roll, same thing, stand, feet shoulder width apart. Now this one you can think of it like bringing your elbows, or your shoulders up to about your ears and then rolling them back. Doing it in that motion right there. You'll know you're doing it properly when you feel right between your scapulas, you feel them pinching a little bit, and that's how you know you're doing the proper stretch. Common mistake I see is, again, when doing the arm circles, just, starting out and doing this, or with the shoulder roll, just shrugging it up and down, up and down. You need to make sure that you get that full smooth range of motion so you feel the pinch in your scapula, and you need to ensure that you're slowly, gradually going up in size with the arm circles in order to get the best stretch. All right, this next warm-up is a band assisted resistance rotational movement. Now typically you would take a resistance band and you'd tie it up to a rack and you'd hold it out. And just like this, I personally don't have a rack in my house, but I'm improvising the best that I can and hopefully I can demonstrate it just as good. So you grab your band that's connected to your rack, and then what you do is you start it out here because you have that resistance, and then you want to very calmly and slowly just rotate it to the middle, and then control it on the way back. Rotate it in the middle, and control it on the way back, and you can flip around the other sides and do it that way too. A common mistake that you'll see with a lot of people, they'll either add too much or too little resistance. So if you have too little resistance, you'll find that you're just very easily going through it, and it's not benefiting you at all. Another problem that you see is on the opposite side of the spectrum. You'll have people with too much resistance, so whenever it takes a long time to get back out there, and then when you let go, you're snapping back. So you do not want to have the snap back. What you want is a nice, fluid and flush movement out, nice and controlled, and all the way back. If you do that, you'll get the best and most benefit. Now we're into the cool down section of this assignment. You have warm-ups, you have cool downs. Cool downs are very important for all athletes of all sports because it helps your body get back from high intensity back to a resting state. Now this is a very simple cool down maneuver, little movement. This is a simple seated hamstring stretch. Now this is, you sit just like this with your feet together, and you simply reach down Get a nice comfortable stretch. We don't want to go too far. And back up. Take a slight rest between, then back down. Common mistakes that you can see in this movement are people treating it like a sit and reach. You don't want to try and reach as far as you possibly can, because at that point it becomes less about a cool down and more about like a sit and reach test, and that's not what we're hoping to achieve. Another one is you want to avoid bouncy movement, and a lot of people see that in like a sit and reach where they go down and they're like really reaching and reaching. You don't want to do that. This is just like all of these cool downs and warm ups. You want nice, slow, fluid movement so you can get the best stretch possible. The last thing that we're going to talk about today, the last cool down, is the simple cross body shoulder stretch. Now this is pretty iconic, as most people know what this is. It's a good way to cool down, have your body come back from that high intensity. And this is simply done with standing feet shoulder width apart. And now you just take your right arm or left, whichever one you want to start with, reach it across your body. I personally like to lock my other arm underneath the elbow, but you can grab around the tricep too if you'd like. And just stretch. You want to feel that tension right here. It's a lot of stretch right there, and hold it for a few seconds. Release. Do the exact same thing with the other arm. Again, like this, or you can do it like this. Stretch across, feel a nice little stretch right there. Then relax. A common mistake that you can see is, much like the other ones, just simply not caring about the stretch. If you come through and you're just like, and hold it for half a second, hold it for half a second, you're not going to get a good stretch. You're not. Another problem is not holding it. If you do the stretch and you go 1, 2, 1, 2, you're not going to get a good cool down. You're not going to get the most benefit that you could. So it's important. Lock that arm over, reach it over, and hold it. You will really feel a stretch right through here. Hold it for a few seconds, and switch again. And that's it. You do all the steps and you'll get the best cool down that you can get.